Alright then, hello everyone, this is ExVeX. This isn't a gameplay video, and it's gonna be, I don't know, a somewhat serious video. I know, crazy. Probably gonna be something I use in a couple of months when I look back on my channel for like the 15th time in the middle of the night and realize, damn, I did enjoy doing that, why don't I do it anymore? So let's get on to the actual meat of the video here. So next week, or in 2 weeks even, at the start of next month, which will be July, I'll actually have completed college. So I would have spent the last 2 years in college studying games design, visual effects, and animation. And thankfully, it's gone pretty good. And I'd say I've made quite a bit of progress on like art kind of things. I'll probably put up some stuff on screen whilst we're going through now. But I've discovered that I really enjoy doing pixel art, if I'm going to be honest. Pixel art has been quite fun to make, and I found myself actually working from, I'll probably put something that I made when I started compared to something that I do now. I found that I like doing some cyberpunk kind of theme stuff, been really into cyberpunk. I need to actually play the game. I will not be recording it for YouTube because my computer will actually blow up, I'm just saying.
Wow, it's just like real life, man. What the?
But yeah, actually started enjoying doing that a lot, and I've been trying to help out a couple of friends with some designs and stuff, because I also like character design a bit. I've come out of the 2 years thinking character design, pixel art, and a bit of animation here and there is the kind of things that I like to do. But after these 2 years, and starting next month, I'm not actually advancing any further into studies in that field. So I'm not going to go to any like a university or anything to further my degree in it. So pretty much I'll have the whole of the academic year starting 2023 to 2024 doing absolutely nothing. Meaning I'm not going to any university, even if I want to. I haven't applied to any. I don't know if that's a bad call on my part or if it's, but you know, I've talked it over with quite a few people, and it's like, even if I did get into a university, from what I've learned from these 2 years, I enjoyed the course, but it was hard to get my mind into because it's a bit long. So realistically, I've put myself in a position of it would be a lot more difficult to get a job in the industry since I'm not doing any higher qualifications, but that's fine. And what that really means is over the next year, I'm just going to have to either work a proper full-time job just somewhere or anywhere, or even a couple of part-time jobs if I can't get a full-time one, just so I have some income over the next year, or however long, to, you know, keep me afloat or something like that. So obviously I want to go into the games industry at some point, but it's going to be a lot more difficult since I'm not furthering my degree any further than it is now. So if I were to apply to a company, they'd probably pick the person who's gone to university for an extra 3 years to do it as well. But besides the point, I've accepted what's going to be happening over the next year. The only bad issue I have is over the next year, obviously if I wanted a job in the industry, I'm going to have to build up a proper portfolio. I'm going to have to work on my art a lot. I'm going to have to work on this, everything. And it's going to be quite the process. But I got one big issue with it, and you can see it in full force right here. This video is the next video in probably over a month, nearly 2 months now, since the final episode of the Resident Evil 4 remake. And what I mean is, I have a horrible work ethic. I cannot keep up, for some reason, with just sticking to a plan, which is why even with the Resident Evil 4 remake, after I finished that, I was like, there's no way that I actually sat down and did 16 consecutive episodes. I know they weren't anything big because it was just like plain footage where I'd maybe make a few notes throughout the recording, cut this long part out that I got stuck in a puzzle or something. Even still, I was surprised that I managed to get it all done. And especially since just before then I was also doing Vernal Edge, which, should I mention, I recorded a 5th episode on April 1st, which was quite funny. And I even posted in the Vernal Edge Discord on April 1st saying, yo, guess what's coming out in like today or tomorrow? They probably thought it was an April Fool's joke. I swear it wasn't. I have the video file. You'll see it on screen now. I have the video file. I've done like a quarter of the editing. I'll probably finish it in like the next month if I want to. But it's there. I even have the thumbnail. Here's the thumbnail. I had it already. It's been there since April. It is now June. It's the middle of June. But really what I'm getting at is, good God, I have a bad work ethic, and it's something I really need to get through. And obviously you can see it here like I've explained, but also in the last half year, so from what, October until now, I got my first job in October, and then I left in the start of January. Then I got another job in March. It was probably like middle of March, or maybe the start of March, and I only stayed there for 2 weeks. Absolutely hated it, and left. So that was 2 jobs, and I currently have another job which I started at the start of last month, and I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm alright with the job I'm at right now. What it really means is like, it feels like I give up too easily, and that's something I need to get over with myself. And even another example, in college for the last 2 years, we have obviously like a big final project at the end of the year. So I've had 2, just recently finished my second one obviously. Both of those I've never been able to complete to the standard that I wanted, which is sad, because my second one I had a really cool idea, and at the start of it we had like 7 to 10 weeks to complete it. There was no way in my head at the start I was like, there's no way that I would be able to get this done. Come 9 weeks later, I'm already realised, god damn it, I've only got a week left, I've barely done anything. So it was like a mix of procrastination, doubt, and my horrible work ethic, because at the start I was ploughing through it. Then there was like a 7-week downfall, started up again within the last 3 weeks, downfall, and then the last week I was screwed, wrote it all, pulled it all-nighter and got it out last second. And I hated that, because it ended up looking really scrappy and horrible compared to what the storyboard was or anything, because I was trying to do an animation, it was going to be pixel art, there was a lot to it, and I really wanted it to look cool, but it didn't leave the impression I wanted. So obviously this is a lot of talk about myself. And why does it have to be here? Why am I even posting this? Well, one, it's so I can actually just explain myself. Obviously, my channel's small, so there's no one, I think there's no one that sits there waiting to see ExVeX has uploaded a video every day that passes by, except from a few people that I know personally. If you are, thank you. I should say thank you. Any person that does watch my videos, or this video, or any of my other ones, any of the gameplay, any that come out later on, thank you. Because each view it means a lot. Even though it's not a big channel, I don't get like thousands upon thousands. I'm not looking for thousands upon thousands. I'm looking to make content because I enjoy commentating, I enjoy playing games, I like editing. It feels good when I do it, which is why it sucks so bad that I just can't stick to it. That's my biggest issue with myself, that I just can't stick to it. But yeah, why do you need to know? Because I hope that this video ends up being a change of pace, and that whatever I say here I can look back on in the future, or whatever I can think about now, think about over the next coming days, and then push out what I want to push out on here or in just anything in myself. So that can either mean I change what type of content I upload. If I wanted to go more like game design stuff, I could show off how I do art, I can do time lapses of art I do, I can do, there's a lot of stuff. I can learn game engines, you know, you gotta build a game somehow. It's all good that I can make the art, but can I make a game? Probably not. Or it could even mean that I just don't do any of that, even though it would probably be cool. I think it would look cool. But I might just stick to playing games and commentating and doing what I normally do with all this cool editing that I do and all my other videos that I just find really enjoyable. What I really want to make sure that I do is just make sure that when I make videos, obviously not like this one, because this one's a lot easier to just talk about and then go through, add a bunch of funny images in the editing and then push out same day. But I don't want to make doing this a chore to me, or a job, because it's neither. This is literally something that I started doing in 2015, my original channel. You'll see it on screen, it was Eevee Umbreon. I was the biggest Pokemon nerd. I was addicted to streaming. Streaming was like my top thing, and it was so fun back then. And my original channel reached 100 subscribers, but I'm not proud of it, because a lot of them were just like one of my friend's alt accounts, so I could never like look at that number seriously, because I know it's not real. It was a funny little experiment we did all the way back then. But yeah, so in the recent years, obviously I made this channel, and I didn't really correlate it to my old channel at all, because I wanted to start fresh. And I just looked at it now, 2020. I started this channel in 2020, end of 2020 even. And I did it because I wanted to restart, refresh, actually build a community instead of just having my friend give me 100 free subscribers. I don't want to make this something that I think I have to obsess over and I have to do every single day, get something done, meet this criteria, meet that schedule, meet this deadline, everything. I do this because I want to improve my own skills at editing, commentating, socializing, building a community, and myself. I want to improve myself. I want to improve my personality and stuff like that. So I hope that after being able to record this, upload it, have people see it, that something in my head clicks. And even if I don't, even if something doesn't happen, and I might just go back to doing what I was doing now, you might not see another video for like the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a year. It could be up to a year. You might not see anything from me. I hope this just does something. I hope. Even if this video gets 1 view, and it just means one person saw it. Whoever's watching right now, you're helping me get better, I guess. You're helping me. I don't even need to hear anything from you. I don't need to see you. I don't need to know you. I don't need to do anything. Every single view that pops up on this video will have helped me somehow. And that's just because, not because it's big number make happy, because it means that someone saw this and that I've got my point across to someone, and that makes me feel better. So even if you don't see me for months, or if you see me tomorrow, or whatever, if you don't see me in a while, it's because I'm holding myself back again. And in my head, I can't control that. And it's quite sad. So to wrap up the video, and obviously give it some sort of meaning for you other than channel might change, channel might not change, take some sort of message from this as you shouldn't ever make what you've enjoyed in the past, or what you still enjoy, or what you are enjoying, or what you want to enjoy, don't ever make it a chore. Don't ever make it feel like something you have to do, or you're going to flop. And don't put yourself under this immense pressure to meet unrealistic or impossible goals that you set yourself, because as much as there's never a limit to how much you can progress, you want to strive to become better, but you don't want to overwork what you are able to do right now, because if you push your limit too much at the start and don't progressively make efforts over time, you'll break and you'll stress yourself out too much, and you'll end up in this position of feeling worse and worse every single time. And obviously I'm saying this from some sort of experience of putting massive goals in front of me that I've only had like a month to work up to. Always take what you're aiming to do in smaller steps. You need to break up what you're doing and don't just jump straight into it. Don't dive straight into the deep end. So realistically, for myself, I'm gonna need to actually work hard to get out of the state of feeling like I can't progress past anything and actually get back what I enjoy doing. And whether that means doing this or not doing this, or you see me tomorrow, you see me later today, whatever, you watch another video, you don't, anything like that, it's going to be a big mental battle for me. And I think with this year that I get free, this will either help me get into some sort of new schedule or just help me have time to think. Something like that. And I hope that actually posting this does make me feel a bit better in the end. Thank you for watching, and if you did watch all of this, then Jesus Christ, what are you doing? We've been here for 20 minutes. But yeah, no, if you do watch this fully, then thank you, because like I said, every view that I see on this is not helping me in a sense of thank you for the view, it's helping me in a sense of thank you for letting me know that someone saw what I was trying to say, because it's been on my mind a lot, and I think I need to break past it. And if there's ever a time to break past it, it's in this whole 365 days that I have nothing to do in. So, thank you, and I'll see you whenever.